And we are live. It is last minute history, and I am one half of your co host, Cole Clayton. Today, we don't have Atlas Novak because he said he was going on a train ride. I don't know where. I didn't ask, I don't think. He probably told me, but I don't listen. As I've made very clear during this podcast alone, I don't listen. But with me, to replace the ever handsome Atlas Novak, I have the Queen Phee. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? I'm
Doing all
chilling.
right. I'm doing all right. So, real quick, since you are a guest, I know everything about you at this point, but just for anybody watching, can you tell me where you're from and tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I'm here in Colorado. I am a comedian, a comic. I'm a social impact comedian, so I do a lot of work in here in Colorado Springs, doing volunteering, helping with suicide, what you call suicide prevention, mental health awareness, and everything I can. Also, let's see, I've got a podcast coming up also called Experience the Podcast. That's dropping this week. Um, and yeah, mom of seven, and that's it. Yeah, that's about it
You're
about me.
almost seven, I heard.
You said what?
You're almost seven.
Oh, I
No,
said
you
I'm
said
a mom of seven. Sorry, I
mom
need
of
to be
seven.
clear.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, wow.
I got to be a little bit more
I was
clear.
gonna say you aged like shit. Like, no, no,
They
no,
said
no.
black
No.
don't crack
Right, but I heard something
unless you
completely
do
different.
crack. Unless you do crack,
Unless you do crack, right? Stay away from that crack.
can't do it.
So how did you get into history? Like, what are we like? You just kind of like a nerd about it, or like, do you have a background in it at all, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just like it opening books. As a little girl, I used to open up everything. If it seemed like a mystery, I liked it. So
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I just like digging that deep into like rabbit holes and getting like looking up the treasure or something. I love hearing about like missing treasure and lost treasure and everything like that. So yeah, Greek
So,
gods or
I end up
God
going down like rabbit holes on Google a lot. It's nothing like important. It's like, is Eminem a clone? You know, like just weird shit like that. So, nothing
he
educational.
is. I don't know why you need Google. Don't he's definitely a clone, bro. Like him and Tupac are somewhere sitting like chilling, bro. The real like for real, they're sitting somewhere chilling.
We're gonna have to do a conspiracy theory podcast at some point.
I'm
Everybody
down
really
with
wants to talk
conspiracy
about one,
theories.
so me too.
I
Me
need to
too.
find out about the weather machine.
I'm hip, dude. I'm hip.
Do you know that there's more than one like Bermuda Triangle?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's called like the dragon something like that. But yeah, it's crazy.
The dragon alone sounds crazy.
It's like the dragon triangle or some stuff. And it's like I think on the opposite side of the earth, but directly like across or something like that. Some
So
shit.
like right through almost. So in the Pacific then, probably.
Probably. I have no idea.
We don't spend a lot of time in the Pacific, believe it or not. There's very little traveling across the Pacific because it's so large that it's
Hmm.
just inefficient.
Really?
So that's probably why it's not common knowledge that there's another Bermuda Triangle over there. So, with that said, the Bermuda Triangle is actually a great segue because we are talking about pirates today, which you gave me a list of things you wanted to talk about. Um, Pirates is really the only thing that was like relatively knowledgeable about. So, like, um, just real quick, what fascinates you about pirates in general?
Oh, wondering if any of them were black. I
That's
mean, like
I feel like there would be a lot of black pirates. So
that's
how?
what I'm saying, which really disappointed me to see so few in Google. So I am convinced that there were plenty more black pirates. They're just not reported.
Well, it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably not reported. Just because of like whitewashing of history, and then also, you probably during the peak of pirates. There was probably a lot of black pirates that didn't want to be known, like want it to be known that they were black. You know what I mean? Because then, like, I don't know, you probably had like people trying to hunt that ship down or something like that. You know what I mean?
Probably treat you even shittier or whatnot, or hunt you down even harsher because hey, it's
Right.
actually a black man. I figured learning that some of the ships were actual slave ships, I figured maybe some of the captains were, slaves or, past slaves or something. Maybe it was their original ship or something. That's what made me want to look into some things. I'm like, why were they slave ships?
I mean, it's plausible that there were. I don't even know if you call it a mutiny, but like just like a straight hijacking of the ship. And slaves who were on the ship, they probably took it over and was like, "Fuck this shit," this is our shit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you ever watched Amistad?
No, I haven't.
Let us be free. Let us be free. That's no. That's a classic right there. That's like right next to like Roots. But yeah, no, they had a good little second and they tried to take over everything. And so since they tried to get over what you call it, ransack the not even ransack, but take over the boat, they still got caught, so they had to do a whole trial and everything, and that's what the movie's about.
Interesting. And you said it's called Armistice.
Amistad. Amistad.
Amistad. Okay. Um, I'll try to remember that. You're gonna text it to me.
Amistad. We don't expect white people to pronounce anything correctly nowadays. Like,
Oh, it's a white people thing now to be illiterate. Gotcha. I understood. I thought it was my Texas education, but
it's partial. That's like 50-50.
yeah, Republicans and are just like anti-education. I've found it's not a good thing at all. So down in Texas, it's not a great place.
I don't
So
know. No one's ever pronounced my name right. So
which one?
I'm a real name.
Your real
Kenzie,
name?
yeah, they'll say, I've been Kinsley. I'm
It's just
automatically
Kenzie.
Mackenzie. Lindsley, Kennedy, Kenneth.
Kenneth.
Yeah, Kensington. Yeah, no, yeah.
Kenzie's pretty easy to I think the nail on the hammer. So those people are just idiots. You shouldn't
Okay,
associate with anybody who's fucking up your name right off rip. So honestly, because that's an easy name. That's like if somebody fucked up my name, they're like, hey, I get a lot of Cliff. Like,
cool.
Cliff? No, I didn't say
Cliff,
that. I didn't say Cliff. But I mean, I mumble probably because of my Texas education. But
but Cliff.
Cliff, Clint, what's another one? Um, I can't think of them all. But
Cliff. Do you look like a Cliff?
I feel like
I guess
I probably do look like a Cliff,
you got a good Cliff
especially
look.
when I
Yeah.
do go like
You
this.
kind of remind the brown highlights remind me of the little Cliff cat. What's his name? Cliff.
The little blonde in there.
It's like it just looks like reddish brown. There's no blonde. Why y'all want to be blonde? You're not blonde. You're
It's not.
red. You're a
Yeah,
ginger.
it's not red.
You're a ginger. Okay.
I'm not a
Just
ginger. I'm not.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with
My mom says, Cliff, does that babe even really exist in real life? What? Name. Name. Is that name? Okay.
you. There was a cat, a cartoon cat named Cliff or something, wasn't it?
I guess. And guys, if you're watching, right now I have a plethora of viewers. Go ahead and comment and let us know what you think. Now that we kind of got introduction kind of over, you said you wanted to talk specifically about Black Pirates. Did you find anything?
No, I told you. We found. Well, we did. Remember, we found. What's his name? I
We
think
found Black Sam,
Caesar.
who was not black, by the way.
Black. No, we found Black Sam, but we found Caesar also. I think his name was Caesar.
Caesar. Like Julius Caesar?
Yeah, but yeah, and I think he was. Let me look it back up. Did I delete it?
Caesar the
I think it
pirate.
was on Queen Anne's Revenge.
He was on Queen Anne's Revenge.
I think it was him or Black
Blackbeard,
Sam that was on Queen Anne's.
Black Caesar. So okay, so let's talk about this real quick then.
Okay.
There's Black Caesar, according to traditional accounts, was a prominent African tribal war chieftain.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's like a leader, widely known for his huge size, immense strength, and keen intelligence. He evaded capture from many different slave traders.
Right.
Caesar was finally captured when he and 20 of his warriors were lured into a ship by a slave trader, showing him a watch the trader promised to show him and his
Yes.
warriors more objects, which were too heavy and too numerous to bring. You fell for that one. That's how you fell for it. Can you come here? Come here. I did this. I'm the oldest brother. I've done that. Come here. Come here. Come here. My little brother's no, you're gonna hit me. To this day, I'm 30 years old. I still come here. Why would you fall for that? Come here. No, you come,
I'm the
you
oldest.
come here.
So I was the one doing it. I'm the oldest. So I wasn't torturing my brothers and sisters like that. So I fought for everything.
But you're not a boy. That's the difference. Like, I don't
Girls
have
are malicious.
women like they're vicious, but they're not like violent. If that makes any sense.
I'm gonna pick this picture of him because it's like.
All right,
Really
I can actually probably pop up a picture of him. Let's see, Black Caesar. Do you want to go ahead and read that out while I pull this up?
Read what?
Read some more of the passage out.
Sure. Hold on. What passage did you have? Did you have Wikipedia up?
Oh yeah, I was just on Wikipedia.
Okay, let me go back to it. I was looking up pictures to see if he was cute enough.
Okay, I can put pictures up over the overlay real quick. Just give me one. Okay.
Okay. All right, where'd you end off at? I have
After show him a watch the trader promised to show him and his warriors more objects, which were too heavy and too numerous to bring on shore.
Okay, I don't have any of that. I have was West African pirate who operated during the golden age of piracy. He served aboard the Queen Anne's Revenge with Edward Teach, who was Blackbeard. Did you read that already?
No, go ahead. Sure thing.
Okay, and was one of the surviving members of the crew, following Blackbeard's death at the hands of Lieutenant Robert Maynard in 1718. Myths surrounding his life that he was African royalty and terrorized the Florida Keys for years before joining Blackbeard, have been intermixed with legends of fictional action, as well as with other pirates.
And what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I mean, he was a pirate, and pirates are supposed to be terrorizing shit, right? So, I mean,
It
like,
didn't
I guess
sound
he
like he was.
just don't
Yeah,
think
it kind of sounded like he was more relaxed and chill. You know what I mean?
like it said he terrorized the Florida Keys.
The Florida Keys, as
Yeah, I don't
as
know.
any good black man should, right?
No, that just sounds like a clipping out of a Florida newspaper.
It does, doesn't it?
Black Caesar, according to the traditional accounts. Hold on, let me see if because I want to make sure you hear me. Can you hear me good?
Put him back. God damn it.
Gotcha. Black Caesar, according to traditional accounts, was a prominent African tribal chief, widely known for his huge size, immense strength, and keen intelligence. He evaded capture from many different slave traders. Caesar was finally captured when he and 20 of them were lured into a ship by a slave trader, showing him a watch. That's what we're talking. The trader promised to show him his warriors more objects, which were too heavy and too numerous to bring on shore. if they came aboard his ship, he enticed them to stay with food, music, instruments, silk scarves, and jewels. However, he had his men raise anchor and slowly sail away.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Can I speak up? Hold up. Yeah. Can I speak up? You said a lot.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Before it is,
Um,
I can't hear you when you were talking.
my bad. My bad. I was holding. My bad. It says. Okay, so if they came aboard his ship, he enticed them to stay with food, musical instruments, silk scarves, and jewels. However, he had his men raise anchor and slowly sail away when Caesar discovered what was happening. He and his men attempted to charge their captors, but were driven back by the well-armed sailors, uh, using swords and pistols. Although it took a considerable uh, length of time for him and his warriors to accept their captivity, he was eventually befriended by Caesar, who was the only man Black Caesar would accept food and water. Is that why Black folks don't like to take food from white people? I thought it was just because they didn't know how to cook, but I know a lot of people don't. They say no, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna." Well, no, I would do that. I guess you.
Why do you think? Why do you think white people don't like to take food from black people? What makes you
No,
think?
Black people don't take food from white folks.
Oh, well, that's because like there's the wrong stigma that we can't cook. Okay, and also I can prove to you tomorrow on Hammered and Cheese at 7 o'clock
I
where
don't think all white people can't cook. I just think a lot of them can.
a lot of them can't. Gotcha. Okay. Probably. Probably. I have. Yeah, I really can't speak to that because I have like like I have like legitimate commercial cooking experience. But yeah, check that out tomorrow.
Yeah, I know
We'll be
you
there.
could cook. I know you could cook because that pan looked like you would have used it 1,000,001 times. I need you to get it.
Except for when I like tried to pull a fast one when you were teaching me how to make pot roast and I used pork instead of beef. I was like, I'm just gonna use pork. Fuck it.
I was like, that don't look okay. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm not gonna be judgmental because as soon as kids say that's not right, she's judgmental. So I was, nope. You want to get support?
Who said they're judgmental?
No, no. I'm always nevertheless, yeah. You want me to keep on reading? You want to read the next part?
So my mom says women aren't malicious. Guess I've been too subtle in my lifetime. I said women are vicious. They're not violent. Typically. Typically.
Oh, I'm gonna say
Um,
everybody got some delicious issues.
RNG Co says, "Mommy, I hope that's one of your children. Otherwise, you got a different conversation later."
I guess we're gonna have to have that conversation.
Right.
It's not one of my kids. I don't know who that is. Maybe
My
it's
mom
maybe
also,
it's one of your brothers.
no, it's not. I don't recognize that name at all. RNG Coast, please explain yourself. Maybe in a direct message of some sort, not like in the comments. My mom is also still trying to push this whole thing that we're like Creole or Cajun or from Louisiana.
Well, you're from Texas. You're close to New Orleans. You could have some.
My mom's from New Orleans. I'm not. So, she tries to push that very hard. Pork equals white beef. I
That sound even nastier than pork. Like,
right. Yeah. Um, I'm not vicious, really. I said you're vicious. I said women are vicious. Not violent.
I can't disagree with that. Like, I know I end up finding myself in vicious situations. So that's fair.
I know. I know it's fair. I know. I only speak facts. With that said, now that we're on to another segue, this is going great. We also wanted to talk about female pirates. That was another. What was another name that you came up with?
They're all Asian.
They're all Asian. Wasn't that crazy? All Asian pirates, which I guess is like a cultural thing, which is a weird cultural thing because they're criminals. They're like, the women can be criminals, What?
I mean, though, you can't go
Everywhere.
wrong with a good female Asian criminal, though. Like that, like who doesn't love Lucy Liu?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lucy Liu's
Kill
pretty
Bill when
dope.
she was in Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Yeah, hell yeah. Aquafina and Ocean's 8.
Yeah, oh, that is right. She is in that one.
Ocean's
I
8 was
like her.
pretty dope. I like that movie in general. That was a pretty good movie.
Okay, I gotta watch that one.
And she's technically like a pseudo criminal in Shang-Chi because they're like fugitives on the run.
Yeah,
So
ain't she? She's like real quick with the hand. She a little thiefy thief, ain't she? Or something.
it's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I don't know. I don't remember. I just
Okay,
know she's funny. I know that much.
some memories.
Marquise Nesmith says, "What's up, Phee?" I hope I pronounced that name correct.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna try to see you tomorrow. I'm gonna come through.
But check out Hammer and Cheese while you do it.
That too. I
Or
gotta
no,
get on that one again. We gotta do the apples.
apple.
Oh,
Normal apple or
and I got some. We gotta do some more episodes. I got some recipes.
I'm down. We're booked up the whole rest of the month, but
Nice.
yeah, once school starts, I guess not that that matters, but like that would be a perfect time to have you jump on. I'm sure because like your kids will be tired. I guess like
I
worn
mean,
out.
they know how to stay out of my face. You see, I ain't having no problems right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel you. Um, and my mom says, "Bro, I'm so fucking violent." I know you are, but like that's because you were dropped as a child.
I was about to say, don't say it out loud. You can't admit that out loud.
Right. I'm gonna use that in court if I have to.
I heard nothing.
Everybody here is now. Yeah, I can prove that y'all all saw it too. By the way, so y'all are all gonna get
It wasn't
subpoenaed.
me.
Huh?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Right. You're temporarily insane or whatever. Did we get any cool like Asian, I guess, female pirates that we talked about?
There was one. She was like her picture. She almost looked like old school, old school. She had like little kimono and stuff on. I forget, but I'm not gonna hold up.
You said she wore a kimono.
Some kind. I'm not. I'm gonna get the thing wrong, but it was one of the the.
The Zhang Yi Sao? Is that the one?
Oh,
Zhang Yi.
really? You know what? The one I keep on seeing is Mary Reed and Anne Bonny.
Who?
They were oh, it sounds like so it sounds like Mary Reed was cross-dressing. She was a cross-dressing pirate. And then you got Annie Bonny, who was Irish. Ooh, you want to talk about an Irish pirate? I know you love the Irish.
No, I don't. Don't accuse me of something like that. Guys, thank you for giving us likes in the comments and everything. Where are you two from? Says say that shit my face V. Okay. That's a crazy name. But I'm not gonna tell you where I'm from now just because of that name. What up, Marquise? How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Shout me out. You think you want to talk about Mary Reed?
Mary Reed?
Mary Reed.
Okay. She was a cross-dressing pirate.
Aren't they all cross-dressers though?
Maybe some of them were comfortable and like certain. Maybe they didn't have to like hide that they were women.
Well, because pirates. Well, the whole thing about pirates was that they don't talk about this in Pirates of the Caribbean, but like they were all flamboyantly dressed because like it had the same effect to being in jail. You're on a boat with a bunch of men for months and months on end. So they're all like butt fucking each other.
I'm down for some brown. I get it. I get it.
I mean, that's the general idea. They're all kind of gay. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You know, I know it's
I
still
mean,
out
maybe
now.
that's why they let
But
some female pirates be, pirates. It was like, we're gonna need you to be up in here and, mix a little bit real quick.
yeah, come on. Well, wasn't there like an omen about bringing women on boats?
Those would have been like the first wingmen. They would have been like the best wingmen. Like, look, all right, we finna get on this boat for about 3 months. There's because all them men are musty as hell, so you really got to be a good wingman. So,
Houses. I'm from Canada.
I'm sorry.
Facts. Pirates are cool. We need women. I agree 100%. But like, I don't know that you want to be on a boat as a woman for 3 months with a bunch of fucking like,
Musty ass men.
yeah, dude. Not only that, but they're also like all a bunch of thieves and rule breakers
Like,
and shit. Like
do
this
you
is like
see
a bad group to be around.
all the cleaning supplies we have now, and men don't wash their ass?
Get the fuck out of here.
Can you see how it smells?
Why?
Then, oh my
What
gosh.
thing that this is like the third or fourth time you've said this to me. Why do you think men don't shower? What kind of
I
dudes
know
do
for
you
one
hang
thing.
out with?
Okay, so for one thing, I do have a joke about men don't washing their ass. But that makes it even better is the fact that after I tell this joke, so many women come up to me and they're like, "No, like you're you're downplaying the statistic." Like, cause like when I started with it, I had a statistic of like 7 out of 10, and all these nurses and RNs, like all these women came up to me. They're like, "You were downplaying the statistic. It's like 9 out of 10. It's honestly
Get the
almost 10 out
fuck
of 10."
out of here.
They said, and so whenever I tell this joke, I have even more now, more parts to that joke because of the nurses. Because like y'all don't wash y'all asses. And then there's even some videos. There's this video. I know they're playing and stuff, but this chick, like, she puts these little lines down to see if her dude like used the soap. And he gets out the shower and she's like, what soap did you use? And he ain't used none of the fucking soap. He said he washed with water. He
That's
sound like
not
a 3-year-old.
that's
I
not
washed with water.
that's not a real thing. That's a joke. That's not real. I don't know, man. I'm great at taking showers, so I don't know why. And I have a bunch of
Do you
brothers.
wash
Like,
your knees? Do you wash your legs, your knees?
no, but like what?
You
But
believe in the trickle down effect, Cole?
yeah, the trickle down effect. Come on, it's
Oh
perfectly fine.
Lord, it don't work.
I will sometimes dump soap on the bottom of the tub and just like rub my feet in it because I don't want to get all the way down there. I'm worried about slipping and falling.
No, my family always thinks. I think since I'm so clumsy, my family always thinks I fell in the tub. You just hear one boom. They're like,
Boom.
"You okay?" Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, you ever drop something? Just drop like shampoo or something, and then everybody is banging on the. Are you okay? Come on, guys. Come on.
Why is it so loud? Why is when you drop shampoo, it's so
It's an
loud?
echo. It's an echo chamber. It is.
It's like boom, boom, boom. Like, bro, it's a small sample bottle. It's not even big. Like,
Right. Yeah, it's the one I stole from the hotel. Right. So
it's
Kyle
so
says it's
good.
bad luck to have a woman on a boat. And then my mom immediately retorts, and how do you know that, Kyle? From all your pirating experience? And he replies,
The
acoustic.
shade. The shade.
Say that shit to my face. She has a point. I know some stinky people must be from Virginia. I guess we're talking about the stinky people.
Damn, why the shade to VA? That's not nice.
Virginia is not a great place. West Virginia is worse. So
No, yeah, it is. It does give some hills have eyes vibes.
West
So.
Virginia isn't even a place to me because like it's like they're like they couldn't even be their own place. They're like, we're gonna be West Virginia. Fuck Virginia. You know what I mean? Like, they couldn't even come up with a new
Not
name.
South,
Like, no.
West.
And they're not even West Virginia. They're Northwest Virginia. If you look at the map, they're up north. They're like kind of above Virginia a little bit.
I stopped trying to figure it out when I was in middle school. I remember I looked at it for a little bit and I was like, I'm done. I'm good.
That's definitely North Virginia, but okay. Um, and then my mom says, "Ew, I'm done dating. I'm so fucking done. Just gross." I don't think anybody was dating you in the first place. So
Why you do your
I can't help it.
I
Cousins
Julie
fighting,
laugh
that's
like
funny.
oh what is that? I missed it.
The cousins fighting, that's funny. It's better than the alternative. So, what is your opinion on female pirates? Do you think that like obviously it didn't really lead to any kind of women's suffrage of any kind for a very long
Is
time?
that what I was supposed to be looking for?
I
Oh,
don't
I could have found some of that. I didn't know you didn't give me specifics. You need me to find oppression of women. Hold on. So
like asshole.
I mean, I feel like
I'm
that would.
salty right
I feel
now.
like being a pirate was a way for everybody to be rebellious and didn't have to. I feel like if you was trying to like make a, if patriarchy came in the middle of being a pirate for women, that's a problem.
No, it wasn't. Like, what do you mean when it came?
Like all this, like so all these pirates, they had to become pirates because like a pirate's life was for them. They wanted to be rebellious and steal and so forth and so on. So they didn't want to live by the rules, but the other
So you're
rules is like,
saying, so you're saying being a pirate in general didn't really have patriarchy. They
I'm
were
saying
actually establishing.
I would hope so. I don't know. But I hope they be like, oh, okay, we're all unliked. We're all minorities. Let's kick it to the seas.
Well, as previously discussed, a lot of pirates were
That's
kind of like weary of women out in the sea. Like, if you
fine.
really look at some of the myths and whatnot, like mermaids were kind of evil, and then you had witches that were considered evil, and then
And you
like
need us for that.
the god, like the goddesses, they considered them to be fucked up and mean.
Siren.
Yeah, the sirens, like everything was bad. All women were bad on the boat. They
Well,
didn't
so
bring women
that's
on
what
the
I'm
boat.
saying. You should value a woman at this point because she got your back. You getting brainwashed by the siren. I'm not gonna get brainwashed by the siren because I'm like the siren. Fuck that bitch. Like I got this. You should have like 3 or 4 women up there. That's a value.
Mm. But there's like a lot of women
Why aren't there siren men?
because men aren't inherently evil. I've been trying to explain this for decades.
They're just physically evil.
Yeah, we're not evil. We're just dumb. We're just, hit it. That's all we do.
They say the law isn't for good people, it's for the stupid. It's
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it's for the people, the ones that say, I didn't know.
Yeah, evil. That is like kind of a like
It's
the
okay
smart
to smoke on
people
here, right?
always say I didn't know.
It's not gonna smoke.
Yeah, I mean it's legal where you are. It's legal where I'm at. Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay, cool, then we're good. I'm knowing these rules for social media, so
Like I think it's cool as long as it's legal. I can still get ads and everything. So I don't know. We'll find out.
what's up, Pastel? That's my boo. What was you talking about? Never mind. Mini sliders. She talking about she was eating some mini sliders. I was like, ain't a burger already, but mini. I mean, a slider already mini. It's a mini burger. But I digress. I digress. Look
So
at
feel free
disrespecting
to
burgers.
come by and talk about um, mini sliders on Hammer and Cheese tomorrow, where I get drunk and try to cook some shrimp Alfredo.
What are y'all cooking?
Shrimp Alfredo.
You said what?
Shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, shrimp Alfredo. Okay, I thought you
Mhm.
said tripe Alfredo. I was about to say
Right.
what?
Like beef stomach.
I, so that's why I had asked you to repeat it. Because
No,
that was gonna
I
be
don't think I
nasty as
would make
hell.
anything with tripe because I don't really know how it goes good. Um, But yeah,
So I found out that was intestines. That's basically like Spanish chitlins.
I guess I don't know. I've had it. It's good. I mean, I just don't. The only way I've ever had it isn't something I would know to like cook it on. But yeah, Pastel, come check out Hammer and Cheese, and if you like it, maybe we can have you on as a guest. Sometime you can show me about the lighters.
Yeah, Pastel loves to cook.
Austin's World, Sent a Bird, reading Treasure Island right now. Oh, you know, that's a good
Oh,
book.
that's cool.
That's a real good story about pirates and whatnot. I don't know much about it. My mama says like, comment, share, and subscribe to everybody's channel, my channel, Atlas's channel,
Your
Kyle
mama said
Petrino's
too.
channel, Dino's Genetic Marvel's channel, Queen Phee's channel, everybody's channel involved with our little group we have going on here. But okay, so like let's talk about like pirates in general, like real quick, because we still have like 20-ish minutes to kill.
Right.
Who's your favorite pirate? Do you have a favorite pirate that you kind of know are relatively knowledgeable about?
That I'm relatively knowledgeable about? No, I don't think I do. No,
Oh
I know
shit
like
about pirates.
I
You're like,
do.
we can
Yeah,
talk about pirates.
Luffy D Monkey.
Luffy the monkey. That's at the
Luffy D Monkey. He's the king of pirates.
okay. Like okay, so give me a little tidbit about him.
Oh, man, like no, like so he started young. He seen the King of Pirates and he knew where to what he wanted to find a One Piece. That was a treasure. And so he ended up just like going through the red line, the blue line. Stop laughing.
We're talking about
The
anime.
red line, the blue. He's faced giants, he's faced celestial dragons, he's faced all of it, okay? And he has become the king of dragons, especially after he ate the devil fruit.
Okay. The devil's
Thank you
fruit.
for
And
encouraging.
what does that entail exactly?
What is what? And so, what do you mean? I just a venture.
What is the devil's what the
Oh,
devil's
the devil fruit? That's
yeah.
the fruit that gives you superpowers. It give you like he'd be stretching and shit.
So how do we turn into like Weeb Central? How do we go from history to the Weeb's world?
How do we do that? We're talking about weeds world? Weed?
Weeb with a B as in ball.
When did we talk so okay, I'm gonna
Do you
shut
know
up.
what weeb is?
You said beef.
No,
Beef?
weeb. Weeb.
No, what is weed?
You don't know what a weeb is. All
I
right,
know that's like is it a dweeb? Like
it's similar. Okay, so weeb. I'm gonna look up the
it's
definition right now.
okay.
This is I'll go Urban Dictionary. That'll be the best way.
This is an urban word?
Urban Dictionary.
Is it like a website dweeb?
Have you ever heard of the Urban Dictionary?
The urban dictionary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's where I'm at. A weeb is a person who is interested in anime and Japanese culture. There is an important difference between a weeb and a weeboo. The latter is a person who denounced their own culture, believe they are or want to become Japanese. They have a waifu or body pillow of some sort and watch hentai. Weebs are normal people who like anime and may have some merch.
What's this weeble thing? What?
I don't know why they even brought up the weeboo, but weeb is just people who spend a little too much time watching anime.
No, I can see that. I
You're a
can see the
weeb. That's what I'm
weeble thing.
saying.
I can see the weeble thing. I see some people that just like they just you want to call it appropriation, but since it's not your culture, you like I'm gonna mind my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they like it, I love it. So
This is so silly.
no, I have anime culture is really like I can see how people can get that deep into it, especially like the furries and stuff like that. I can see how they can like sink deep into it,
Furries are
especially nowadays.
furries are a little bit odd. Like I don't know, like
I'm
uh,
scared of that.
I don't know, like because like there are people who take that outside of their own home and into the into like public places.
No, I actually have a fear of people inside costumes.
Why? Like, so Halloween
I
fucked you up then, huh?
I can't help it. I freak out, and I have tried to control myself for a long, and I can't do it. And Aunt Anna's pretzel chased me around the mall one time, and
A what?
so Aunt Anna's pretzels.
Yeah.
So someone was dressed in like a Aunt Anna's pretzel. It was blue. It was big, and he snuck up on me.
And he snuck up on you like on purpose, like you like
Yeah, I think
intentionally.
he did because I was trying to keep my distance because like my family was around. I was keeping my distance. Like I know everybody's around here, but I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna just stay on the other side of the room. And that bad boy snuck up on me quick, and all I did was scream like I shrieked in the middle of the mall and ran. That's all I could do. Like, and they're
That is
like, "What's wrong
hilarious.
with you, girl?" Nigga, I'm
That,
scared. I'm
that is
scared.
absolutely hilarious. And I'm sorry that that has traumatized you for so long because that makes me laugh on the inside.
I hear someone outside, sir.
Yeah, no,
I hear giggles.
it's creeping out a little bit.
They laughed at me too. They laughed. No one was concerned.
That's the other thing. If it happened in front of me, I'd laugh right at you. I'm the worst. When people
No,
like when something inherently bad happens to people, but it's like minor, I'm so bad at containing myself, even to strangers. I've seen strangers fall down, and I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
I learned that
Like
it's not
laughing
funny
my ass
to me
off.
anymore if I ask you if you're okay first. If I ask you if you're okay first, it is no longer funny. The laugh is no longer there. I don't get to giggle. But if I giggle first and ask if you're okay afterwards, I'm good. Yeah, no, I got pissed off one time because I asked somebody if they're okay. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, I had to force. I was like, oh, I can't laugh. That shit was pretty funny. It was a good ball too. It was in Philly. They got the train tracks all over the place. So they're there. And you still trip over them bitches.
Finally, there's service on this train. So, speaking of which, Atlas, with your next question, you said, "What is up, my pirate brother and sister?" Speaking of trains, this thing has
That's
gone
that
off the
list.
rails. We
Oh
talked
yeah.
about we did talk about pirates in the first 15 minutes, I'd say, and then we got into anime and what is it, One Piece, which is pirate anime.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
oh hell no, stocked by a pretzel at the mall. What what in the fresh fuck?
Technically, yeah. See, I had reason to scream. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez.
I wonder if he does yoga.
It,
He's a pretzel. He's a pretzel.
I want to explain so much, but I don't at the same time. That's a great.
Captain Kidd was an interesting pirate. He supposedly buried treasure somewhere in New England Goonie style. Ooh, let's talk about Captain Kidd real quick. Oh, and Atlas, if you're still on, tell me all aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams, and we are on a crazy train. Atlas, tell us where you're going. I forgot. Um, and I don't know that I asked either, so I don't even know if you told me.
William Pitt. I feel like I've heard of this person.
William Kidd?
Yeah, William Kidd. He was a Scottish. Oh, that was a terrible Scottish accent. A Scottish privateer.
Yeah, privateer. That's just sanctioned piracy for the record, guys. Privateer, which honestly
Really?
is scummy as hell, in my opinion, because you're getting like permission to be a douche, and you're probably doing douche things like slave trading most of the time during that time. So it's like it's scummy as hell to be a private. You know what privateering is? Like modern privateering is being a cop. So that's I don't fuck with privateers like at all.
So, my bad. So all you gotta do is go on my page.
I don't know much about him, just a little bit. I think he was in the military, like a lot of pirates. Yeah, Navy. Most of them started that way. Robbie J. Beans Miller says, Kenzie, what's good? Fathead, we see you. And OG, what's up? Damn, they call you Fathead.
Shut up, right?
Austin's World, yeah, most pirates were privateers. Some were, maybe even a lot. I don't know the number on it, but like, it's shitty. It's shitty work. A lot of them from Spain. I can see that. The Spanish were always contracting with pirates because they were always trying to fuck up the English. So, in 1695, Kidd received a royal commission from the Earl of Bellamont, the governor of New York, Massachusetts Bay, and New Hampshire, to hunt down pirates and enemy French ships in the Indian Ocean. See, this dude was an asshole. Like, sorry, Austin, I'm not trying to shit on you, but like, this dude was a dick.
This kind of goes by with what you say. Like they worked with certain governors and stuff. They worked with motherfuckers they weren't supposed to work with, or they were supposed to be against.
This dude is just the real world Captain Salazar from Pirates 5. He received a letter of marque and set sail on a new ship, Adventure Galley, the following year. On his voyage, he failed to find many targets, lost much of his crew, and faced threats of mutiny. He was a dick. In 1698, Kidd captured his greatest prize, the 400-ton Quaidar Merchant, a ship hired by Armenian merchants and captained by an Englishman. Okay, in Armenian, I believe that was the Ottoman Empire back then. Austin's World, no, I like Blackbeard. He was a piece of shit. Yep, Blackbeard was a piece of shit. We kind of did some digging.
I like Blackbeard.
You want to talk about Blackbeard real quick?
Let's do with Blackbeard. Blackbeard was kind of that. He was that nigga though. Like he was like one of the first cool white boys. If he was a white boy, he was a cool white boy.
He's a douche.
Most of y'all are. Look at you. You a cool white boy. Douche. Look,
I'm a douche. I didn't know that.
You can be. You can be. We are, but you can be.
Wait, so why the fuck is Blackbeard coming up? They're hiding him from. There he is.
Because they don't want us. They don't want us to. They don't want us to know. He really was a black man. It's because he was really a black man.
Blackbeard.
So you know what? I'm just gonna naturally assume that.
If Blackbeard was black, why wouldn't they just call him Black Guy?
That's why, because he was black on black.
Or Black Captain. Or Black Man. Or
black on black, black beard. It was like, man, it was scary. They couldn't even see it. It was like Blackbeard.
Yeah, Austin, we talked about that earlier a little bit. There was a handful of documented black pirates. We talked about Black Caesar earlier in the episode. Like he was the most notorious one, but right. Yeah, for whatever reason they didn't. I'm 100% sure because that's definitely an industry that during that time African Americans would want to get in because it's being lucrative, and then B, you're already considered a criminal just being alive. You know what I mean?
If they can, I'm sure they had the motherfuckers on their asses.
Well, yeah, so, 100%. But that was a good industry to be in if you were an African American. So of course there had to have been so many, but for whatever reason they're just not documented. That's
why I am going to take the liberty of just assuming every pirate we talk about is black.
I just don't think that's true.
I don't care. Not about what you think.
I will not stand for this blackwashing.
I don't care. You gonna take this blackwash today.
The Ottoman Empire is interesting too. Yeah, Ottoman Empire. We're gonna have to do an episode about that at some point.
Okay.
Me and Atlas.
I've heard of it. Never really dug deep into it.
The Ottoman Empire? Oh, it was a pretty big deal. It lasted a long time. I just found out that it lasted the Ottoman Empire fought I want to say they fucked up ancient China, but they also fought in World War I if I'm correct. I'm not 100% sure, but they're old. They were old ass fucking that only recently fell, like within the last 100 years.
But like, what pirate wouldn't be a piece of shit? They're a thief. Like they're not good people. They're not supposed to be good people. Are they?
Jack Sparrow. I mean, yeah, okay, they're all thieves, but like, there's honor. There's every man has like a line. You know what I mean? If you cross your own line, that makes you a piece of shit. And then there's also lines that you shouldn't cross anyway. You know what I mean? Like to me, being a pirate and then also dabbling in slave trade is just wild to me because you're all about breaking rules and living your life to your own standard and your own like will, but you're gonna be cool with like people
Yeah,
being held against their own will. Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
that's kind of like that, and that's my thing. Like, how could you actually like that? Probably would mean that there were less slaves that were because they were in slave trade. So they were like, like maybe some people were like, hey, there's one missing out of here. It was like, nah, he ain't here, and they let them join. But I mean, that's probably gonna be a lucky. That's a movie. That's unrealistic. I don't know.
Actually, it
Now that
could
I
be a
remember
pretty
that
good
they were
movie.
part of slave trade.
Like that would be an interesting movie. Because if you even really think about it, even in like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, there's really not a whole lot of black characters. Like there was
Right.
like Calypso, who
Hmm.
was a goddess, and then there was Zoe Saldana, who was in the first
Right.
one, but like she was such a minor character because wasn't that big yet. But other than
That.
that, I can't think of any other black characters at all in those movies.
And I think the most like was they weren't even pirates. Like Calypso, she was more of
Well,
a
she was a
voodoo
goddess,
priestess.
like a heathen goddess,
Yeah.
and then before that, she was a witch. You know,
Yeah.
so like a Jamaican or Haitian, probably Haitian.
I think yeah,
Um,
Haitian. It's probably Haitian.
so yeah, no, she wasn't even really a pirate. She was just kind of like a side character. Um, it's the longest living empire, I think, the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, they were dissolved in World War One. Diego Grillo, who's that? Zealous Ogden. Austin. I think Captain Morgan was cool. Maybe two. Captain
This
Morgan was
is my
dope.
baby daddy.
Oh, Zealous is your baby daddy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's who Dracula was fighting. He was fighting Diego. How do we get on Dracula? The Ottoman.
Wait,
Oh, he's fighting the Ottoman Empire.
all
Gotcha.
the
Like missing something. All right, so let's turn out this little Blackbeard thing real quick, and we can talk about some other stuff. So Edward Teach or Thatch, which evidently there's debate about his last name. Was born
really?
in 1580. Yeah, I don't know, Thatch or Teach. So I don't know. I guess it depends on like he probably lied about his name. I mean, on different accounts. You know what I mean? So and also that record keeping wasn't the best up until fucking 50 years ago. So he's born 1680. And dies November 22nd, 1780. They don't really have a birthday for him, but he died November 22nd, 1718. Better known as Blackbeard, was an English pirate who operated around the West Indies and the eastern coast of Britain's North American colonies. Little is known about his early life, but he may have been a sailor on privateer ships during Queen Anne's War before he settled on the Bohemian island of New Providence, a base of Captain Benjamin Hornigold, whose crew Teach joined around 1716. Hornigold placed him in command of a sloop that he had captured, and the two engaged in numerous acts of piracy. Their numbers were boosted by the addition to their fleet of two more ships, one of which was commanded by Stede Bonnet. I told you about Stede Bonnet. This is the gentleman pirate. That guy. There's an actual show too about Stede Bonnet and his relationship with Blackbeard on HBO. I think it's called like Our Flag Means Death. It's fucking hilarious and it's like very historically accurate. You should check it out at some point. But Hornigold retired from piracy toward the end of 1717, taking two vessels with him. Teach captured a French slave ship known as La Concorde, renamed her Queen Anne's Revenge, equipped her with 40 gun. He will deck this shit out, dude. He went like hard and crewed her with over 300 men, probably some of them freed slaves. He became a renowned pirate. His nickname derived from his thick black beard and fearsome appearance.
There's a black beard on black skin. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Ah, okay. So why wouldn't they just call him Black Guy? Like,
Because they were trying to be mysterious.
well, why not Blackface?
Again, that's not mysterious.
His name derived from his thick black beard. Okay. He was reported to have tied lit fuses, slow matches under his hat to frighten his enemies. This is a big thing with him. He was big on like intimidation and illusion. He did all kinds of crazy shit. There's even debated on whether or not he dabbled in like dark arts, like magic and whatnot, witchcraft.
They were pretty sure he did. He dabbled in voodoo.
Dude.
He dabbled in voodoo.
Especially considering that, like, it said that he captured a French slave ship. You know what I mean? So that's he dealt with Haitians. You know what I mean? Like he was around Haitians, and that's a big thing in Haiti. You know what I mean? So, he then let's see. He formed an alliance pirates and blockaded the port of Charlestown, South Carolina, ransoming the port's inhabitants. Say, this is some badass shit right here. He then ran Queen Anne's Revenge around on a sandbar near Beaufort, North Carolina. Where is that located? Is the town? Shit. So that's still a city to this day. He parted company with Steve Bonnet and settled in Bath, North Carolina, also known as Bathtown, where he accepted a royal pardon. However, he was soon back at sea, where he attracted the attention of Alexander Spotswood, the governor of Virginia, which everybody knows there's nothing good happens in Virginia, or right down south in D.C. Spotswood arranged for a party of soldiers and sailors to capture him on November 22nd, on November 22nd, 1718. They're doing the British dating, fucking me up. Following a ferocious battle, Cheech and several of his crew were killed by a small force of sailors led by Lieutenant Robert Maynard. Cheech was a shrewd and calculating leader who spurned the use of violence, relying instead on his fearsome image to elicit the response that he desired from those whom he robbed. He was romanticized after his death and became the inspiration for an archetypal pirate in works of fiction across many genres. And a big thing too, at the end of this battle where he died, they cut his head off. And I guess they like hoisted it up at the top of Queen Anne's Revenge to show his whole crew. And then, did you want to talk about the skull thing?
What about like being covered in silver? It's supposed to be a mug now. I hope it's not a mug though.
That would be cool if it is a mug. I'd drink out of it.
No, that's kind of disrespectful. I don't want your nastiest, all these different nastiest lips on my skull. Nah, like
Austin's world knows his shit. Yeah. No. So like, they evidently, supposedly, they melted silver over Blackbeard's skull, and it's in a museum. I forget where. You can actually go see it. What museum is Blackbeard's? So you can actually go see this shit. It's probably in Carolina. The artifact was handed over to the Peabody Essex Museum by the family. Celebrated writer Edward Snow. Where is that? Oh, it's in Massachusetts, Salem, Massachusetts. Okay, so when you go to check out Blackbeard's skull dripped in silver, you can also check out the Salem witch trials. So, which is something else we can talk about at some point.
Yeah.
But
that's something interesting. That's when you got to get into it.
What'd you say?
That's one that's one episode you have to have is witchcraft. That'll be some crazy history right there.
I think so too. It would be fun. We'll probably have to have a Wiccan on.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Dracula is based off of Vlad the Impaler, and he was killing the Ottoman Turks and impaling them in front of the castle. Yeah, I heard that actually, so that's interesting. Let's
Thank
do
God.
another bit of history at some point. I'll have to confer with my boy Atlas. Uh, and I really just watched a bunch of pirate stuff recently. I think that's in response to that. Yeah, I know, like it's kind of cool. There's a lot of history about pirates that's just not taught in school, and it's not really talked about in documentaries or anything. You just kind of got to go find it.
Now, one of the things I did learn is during that pirate time, one of their forms of contraceptives was taking fish sponges and shoving them up there, and like but and then like I guess all the the concubines and all the what they call them, uh, what do they call them when you go to the dang, it's sitting on the tip of my tongue. You're not gonna help me.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, the wrenches or whatever. There's the prostitutes at that time, whatever they're supposed to be called. I can't remember what they're supposed to be called. But they,
Harlots?
they, huh?
Harlots?
You can call them harlots too. Yeah, let's call them harlots. Well, yeah, they would they shove it up in their hoo-has, and then then they'd be intimate and stuff, and then whenever they're done, they just pull it all out, and it was all soaked up. It was like a sponge condom.
So okay, so that's what's freaky is people have been using contraceptives forever.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is everybody so against it all of a sudden? Just that, oh, abortion's bad. Get the fuck out of
Because
here.
people put ideas out. I mean, that's as simple as it is. People put false ideas out. People read something and put false ideas out, and they get enough people to follow and believe them.
Not me though. People just laugh at me.
You don't listen to nobody.
No, I'm saying nobody listens to me.
People listen to you.
They watch. That's a different thing. They don't listen. They're not implementing my ideas. They're like, look at this crazy bastard.
That's
Uh,
true. It's because
did
you're a
you?
man.
Oh, is it? Because I thought the patriarchy or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's mostly women in here. We're not gonna listen. Some joking.
I, I did you? So, how come Barbie never told me about patriarchy? It's my understanding that men and horses run everything.
That movie was the shit.
It is.
That movie
It's
was
shit,
the shit.
dude.
I mean, all he
Um,
needed to add was pirates, men, horses, and pirates, and it would have been the shit.
a
It would have
Barbie
been better.
pirate? Oh, a Ken pirate. A Ken pirate.
That kind of be dope. That kind of be dope.
Crossing the seven
I'm the
seas.
second man.
So did you say the Ethic Museum? No, Essex. Yeah, Peabody Essex Museum. A human skull covered in silver at the Ethic Museum. No, it's not an Ethic. It's Essex. Essex. It's some British shit. Uh, the wenches.
That's the only thing I could think of. I couldn't think of like the word. Yeah.
Is that the word you were thinking of? Because I kind of thought about that. I was like, that's not the word she's looking for.
Maybe. I still haven't thought of it. I'll let you know. It was sitting on the tip of my tongue, just swinging his feet.
Well, I think that's probably the episode. Fee, where can people find you?
Oh, you guys can find me on YouTube. You guys can find me on Facebook, TikTok. You can find me in Colorado. Add me for Experience a Podcast because that'll be dropping this week. And there's a podcast I'm also on called Pussy Ain't Free. Look that up. So
Pussy has never been free. Don't ever accuse it of that.
well, that's what she's trying to
Thank
let
you.
you know. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, if you're a man, you already knew that. But thank you for coming on. I appreciate it so much.
No problem. I always have fun here.
Definitely. Hopefully in the future we can have you on again, and we can actually have Atlas on. We'll have somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Not,
I know a little bit about a
I'm
lot
talking
of
about me as
things.
well. I didn't know anything about anything. So I'm not because Atlas is like an actual high school teacher. So like he has like he knows stuff and he knows how to tell it. I can be like I'm real good at like giving you minor details, and then if you want to
Making
know
a
more, I can
stupid
give you
joke
more.
off
But
of it.
I'm not good at like giving a lesson. You know.
Yeah.
So
No, 100%. I was expecting for him to know everything and me to just make a stupid joke off of it. So like,
right, that was my bad too because yeah I forgot he was going somewhere and he never told me where he went. He still hasn't told me.
he
I've
still hasn't
called.
told you where he's going.
Oh, he was just in the chat just a second ago, and he disappeared as soon as I was like, "Hey, tell everybody where you're going." I don't even know
What
he's
if
on.
like in like a half an hour you get a knock on your door and it's Atlas?
Oh, y'all
And
gotta
he's
get
like,
with Dino.
surprise, I
That's some
missed
shit.
you.
That's some shit Dino would do, like legitimately. So, like, I hope not. I'm tired of that shit. Give me like a week in advance
That's
so I can
real
like
love.
mentally
See,
prepare.
that's true love.
I'm an introvert, like real bad. Like I'm damn near like if I was rich, I'd be an agoraphobe. I would be like a hermit. Like it would be that the beginning of the Dark Knight Rises, where they're like, he hasn't left his house in 8 years. So
I would, and this day and age, it would you can do it, and it would be so easy, and you'd still enjoy your life.
yeah, because you can like DoorDash shit and have groceries brought to you and pay every bill online. Like you can work online now too. So
See, yeah, honestly, see, yeah, they made, yeah, that's kind of bad.
they're trying to trap us in our house. All that shit came out like during the pandemic, right? And now they're still all things, like so like it's almost like I don't know, I don't want to get into it, but that's a different discussion for a different podcast, I'm sure. But yeah, please definitely come back and be prepared to be asked to come on Hammer and Cheese at some point in the near future. Also,
Okay, yes, sir.
check out her podcast. What's your podcast called again?
It's called Experience the Podcast.
Experience the podcast.
Yeah, we're just we have a lot, we're gonna be interviewing people and just going through certain topics that are controversial in the culture. And so just having these conversations, seeing if we can have solutions and just opening it up to the floor, everybody.
Okay, so when you
Making
say
sure people
the culture,
drop their guards. Huh?
when you say the culture, what do you mean?
When I say the culture, I kind of mean different cultures, because I think each culture affects a culture. So, like, especially when you come on my podcast, I might be specific to a culture when I'm talking about it because I think cultures are communities. So, everybody, and regardless, everybody's community affects everybody. So that's why whenever I speak on it,
Especially here in
I
America,
can be
right?
direct. Exactly. You can't really. Everybody is like a butterfly effect.
And
So when I say cultures are
how
communities.
come I haven't gotten an invite to be a guest on it yet? What the hell?
We have talked about it. We have talked about it. So this first episode, the first episodes are gonna be just me and my co-host. The
Right.
second one, I have a therapist coming on in August. She wants to talk about the autonomy of the Black woman, and then after that, I'm gonna be scheduling out some more dates for some more interviews for people. So you'll be
Oh
all
yeah.
prepared. We got to figure out what we're gonna talk about.
And what is the date and time that's coming out?
This is going to be in the middle of the week. I don't know when I'm dropping it just yet because I'm still working with the production and I'm a newbie. So,
Gotcha. Well, if you need help with the production, just hit me up. I'm always
okay,
basically
I've
I can
asked
work
you for
around the
so
clock.
much already. You've helped me so
If
much
you,
already.
yeah, if you need any help, just let me know because like I work for myself, so yeah,
Okay.
you can hit me up anytime and I can help you with all that. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you so much for watching, and yeah,
Thank you guys.
check out Phee. Most of you guys already were following from Phee, so you probably will anyway. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye.